go to Robert, who's calling from Tampa, Florida, on the independent line. Robert, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Jesse. How are you?
Just fine. Go ahead, Robert.
Yes, my thing for this week is, and I agree with the guy who just called about C-SPAN. It's just that some people want you guys to be Fox News or MSNBC. But anyway, my deal for the week is listening to the debate, and they said that, and 6 of them, to include Ron DeSantis, raised his hand that they will allow a convicted felon in the White House. So I hope that whoever is going to run the debate next time will ask Ron DeSantis, since he is willing to let a convicted felon in the White House, what about all the people that he tried and arrest here in Florida, which one of them was my cousin, that didn't even know that she couldn't even vote. But yet he sent his goon squad after them to arrest all of them. So now would that let all the people who are felons or people who have a crime to now vote? They just don't ask these people the right questions whenever they have them on the debate stage. Ask all of them now. I hope whoever is listening, now that they said that they will let a victim, if he gets convicted and a felon in the White House, does that mean that everyone now who get arrested or have a crime or felon now can vote?
Let's see what some of our social media followers are saying about their top news stories of the week. Here's one post from Facebook that says their top story was India reached the moon. Here's a text that says, Trump fans need to realize it wasn't Democrats that got him in trouble, it was Republicans who wouldn't go along with his schemes that has him in this mess. Also from X, my top story, why were the agents refused permission to check the GPS of Hunter and Joe Biden when Hunter's WhatsApp shakedown took place? Can anyone provide an explanation? Juice isn't worth the squeeze. Looking for Rico, Biden, Garland, Weiss, Wolf, go get them, Fannie. Top story, the fact that a current administration is trying to jail a former president. Not good policy if you want to bring your electorate together, not reported, but the division of the people, the real crime. And one last post from X, I cannot understand this obsession with Trump from the left and right. James, who's calling from West Point, Mississippi, on the Democratic line. James, good morning.
Good morning. I'm calling in to say that my top story was the surrender and arrest and mugshot of Donald Trump, former 45th president. Republicans don't seem to want to tell the truth, as the one from Memphis called in and lied about President Biden and what he said in Hawaii. He didn't compare his house fire with the tragedy in Hawaii. He compared the loss of his wife and his children in the auto wreck to the tragedy in Hawaii. So let's correct that. But Donald Trump, in my opinion, by the 14th Amendment, is ineligible to run for president, and I think states should exercise the right, should he become the Republican nominee, to refuse to put him on the ballot. He left us with more than 500,000 people dead to his lack of action in the COVID, and he also added to our national debt $8 trillion. Donald Trump has no place being on the ballot for president of the U.S.
We'd like to thank all of our callers and all of our social media followers for a great first segment.